I guess it's on in the Amazon. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the movie Rio 2. So Rio 2 obviously takes place after the events of Rio, and it follows our favorite blue macaw, aptly named Blue, who now has a family, and he lives in Rio, and he finds out, hey, guess what? We're not the only blue macaws in the world. So now he and his family and his friends go on a trip to the Amazon to find the other blue macaws, and that's pretty much the story. Now, as much as I didn't really think much of the first Rio movie, I still really enjoyed it. It had spectacular animation, very memorable and catchy musical numbers that I still listen to this day, likable characters, and I really liked the humor in the movie. It was pretty funny at times. So when I heard that they were making a sequel to Rio, I was just like, that's a bit unnecessary, but I'm interested to see what they're gonna do here. And just like Ice Age Continental Drift, this movie shouldn't have happened. I mean, seriously, this is the most derivative and cliche family movie I've seen all year. All year. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What did I like about the movie? I really liked the animation. I thought the animation was solid yet again. And all the musical numbers, although not as catchy as the first one, they were still enjoyable, and I loved all the dance sequences. They looked mesmerizing. But again, that's kind of attributed to the great animation. It looked beautiful yet again. There were a few funny bits here and there, like the introduction of this character named Eduardo, voiced by Bruno Mars. That was pretty funny. They had the whole like angelic light behind him, and he's singing with a beautiful voice. That was pretty funny. But the funniest part of this entire movie is when the two small birds and the toucan are holding auditions in the forest for their carnival play. That had me laughing out loud. That was hilarious. I could watch that scene over and over again. It was that funny. And lastly, the only thing and character that I liked in this entire movie was this tree frog character voiced by Kristen Chenoweth. Every scene with her was gold, and she had the best musical number in the entire film. I wanted to see more of that character. I wish the movie was surrounding her love for Nigel. That was an interesting story. I want to see more of that. But instead of that great story that had a lot of potential, we get all the problems that I had with this film. And the biggest problem that I had with this film, I mentioned it earlier, this movie is so derivative and cliche. I mean, they pulled out the cliche playbook for this entire movie. Every single element of the main story you have seen in countless upon countless of family films before, and done better. I mean, you got the standard cliche family dynamic with the three cliche kids, the smart one, the one with hidden talent, and the wild one. You got the stereotypical father who doesn't like who his daughter married. You got the cliche love interest who was best friends with the wife when they were younger. You got the stereotypical and heartless main villain who doesn't give a shit about nature. He's like, oh, I'm gonna cut down all the trees. You got the feeling left out scenario with the father going into the tribe and he's not accepted. You got the cliche man versus nature throwdown at the end of the film. You got the cliche happy ending. I mean, it is just saturated with all of these cliches. Hell, you even got the cliche villain who's trying to get his revenge with Nigel, trying to get his revenge on Blue for what he did to him. I mean, it's all over the movie. Just one cliche after another. And how can I forget the biggest cliche of them all, the environmental message that they're trying to shove down our throats. Oh, we gotta protect the forest. Oh, they're cutting the trees down. They're so evil. Enough! And you know me, I don't have a problem with cliches as long as they're done in a way that is entertaining. But in this movie, nothing about any of the cliches were entertaining, were exciting. They were just cliches because they didn't have any original thought when making this story. It is a standard cliche cop-out that brings nothing new to the table and is just here to cash in on the success of the first movie. That's all that it offers. I felt no real connection between Blue and his wife in this movie. It felt really forced and watered down, whereas in the first one you really feel like they built a connection and they had great chemistry. Here they share a few scenes now and again, but they last about 30 seconds to a minute, being the longest. They build no bond in this movie. It's just, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. They're just lovebirds. That was an unintentional pun. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. But not only is Blue and his wife as characters really watered down, but all the side characters that I really enjoyed in the first movie are really underplayed and just shoehorned into the sequel. I mean, they have no real reason to be in the story besides the writer saying, okay, how are we gonna put the characters from the first movie into the second? Let's just say that they want to just tag along with them. Oh yeah, that works a lot. They had no real reason or purpose to be in this movie. They were just shoehorned in because they were in the first one. We gotta have them back for the sequel. And continuing off of the first movie, yet again, all the human characters in this movie are underdeveloped and you don't give a shit about any of them. Not one. Even the main couple of the movie still hate Tulio as a character. He is freaking annoying and he should just die. Linda, the girl, I kinda liked her, but again, she doesn't really stand out in this entire movie. I didn't care when they were in peril. Every scene they were in, I just wanted it to end. Just get back to the birds, get back to the fun, catchy musical numbers. They give nothing to the humans. They don't stand out at all. And the main villain of the movie, even though I don't really know if he's the main villain because there's like 4 villains in the movie, but he is so stereotypical and generic as a villain. His only main goal in this movie is to chop down trees. He has no real personality, no real character. There's nothing interesting about him. And honestly, I don't know why I'm getting so angry about this movie because I didn't go in there with expectations. I just went in there to see the movie, see how it turned out. But I guess I just hate wasted potential. This could have been another great franchise for Blue Sky Studios if they actually put the effort into the movie, but they didn't. They just shoehorned it in, and now we have another crappy franchise. Thank you, Blue Sky Studios. Thank you. And honestly, that's all I gotta say about this movie. Yeah, it had some good dance sequences and catchy musical numbers. The animation was pretty good. There were some funny moments, and that one tree frog character was pretty fun, but that doesn't save the movie from all of its cliches, its hollow characters. It doesn't save it from its weak story. It is just a generic family movie. And there are much better family movies to go see out there. Don't waste your time watching this movie because honestly, it's a 2 out of 5 stars. It is an easily forgettable film. Just pass it. Go see the Lego Movie again. Go see Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Go see the Muppets. See anything other than this blatant cash grab of a movie. But anyway, what did you guys think about this movie? Did you like it a lot? Or did you find it really cliche and boring like I did? And let me know, what is your favorite Blue Sky Studios animated film? Comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, I do have a bunch of movie reviews coming your way. I hope to review Draft Day and Oculus. I am watching Golden Time at this moment, and I am working on a new video for We Live Film, so check that out when it comes out this Wednesday. And until then, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Wiley II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.